Nummer 3, Ægir Steinarsson. Nummer 6, Jón Axel Guðmundsson. Nummer 10, afmælisbarn dagsins, Elvar Már Friðriksson. Nummer 12, Kári Jónsson. Nummer 19, Kristófer Eikons. Nummer 21, Ólafur Ólason. Nummer 24, Haukur Pálsson. Nummer 25, Hilmar Pétursson. Nummer 32, Tryggvi Brynjarsson. Nummer 34, Styrmir Rasmusson. Nummer 66, fyrirliðinn, Sigtryggur Björnsson. Þjálfari Íslendingar Greg Petersen. Honum til aðstoðar Baldur Ragnarsson og Gatti Þór Viljánsson. Please rise for the national anthem of Georgia.
Good evening and welcome as you join us with the national anthems of the two teams. Well, there's the national anthem sung with such fervour. Georgia are in Iceland. It's the FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers. It's a packed house here in Reykjavik at the Lagarde Hall, and the referees Alexander Glisic, Martin Zulic and Geert Jacobs from Serbia, Croatia and Belgium. So we're just moments away from the tip here in Iceland. It's Group L. Iceland are in third at the moment, 4-2. Georgia 3-3. So it's just a huge matchup. Iceland, if they qualify for the FIBA Basketball World Cup, will be the smallest nation ever to achieve that feat. They only have 348,000 people living in Iceland. Montenegro qualified in 2019. They were the smallest nation then. As we look at a very exciting talent there, Rati Andro Nirkashvili was at Creighton University, so it's good that Georgia have him, and Sherman Deeney. Georgie Sherman Deeney is going to be huge. So, Shinzadze, Shermandini, Sanadze, Shengelia. This is massive for Georgia and McFadden. That Shengelia, who was out at Eurobasket, injured himself in the last window, dislocated his shoulder, couldn't play at Eurobasket. He's back and ready to go tonight. Their leader, inspirational leader, fantastic player, and I'm sure he will entertain us this evening. And Ilias Zouros, who presided over the Eurobasket and the World Cup qualifiers previously, continues as head coach of Georgia. I was in Tbilisi. They hosted a fantastic group stage full of unbelievable games. Georgia beat Turkey in overtime for their only win, but them and Bulgaria did not progress out of the group stages. As for Iceland, in their last games, they had the massive win against Ukraine. Ukraine are 1-5. Netherlands are winless. Netherlands are already eliminated. Starting five: Steinarsson, Gudmundsson, Fredriksson. He is a key player. Hakur Paulsen and Tryggvi Hilnarsson. Can they create some magic? Because again, Georgia are a tough team. And as we see the players coming off the bench, Arneson, Johnson, Christopher Acox will be key as well. Just moments away from a huge night in Iceland. Can they make history? History does await as Iceland look to become the smallest nation ever to reach the FIBA Basketball World Cup. And there's the countdown to tip-off, just under a minute. Craig Pedersen is the head coach of Iceland, 57-year-old Canadian. In charge of Iceland 2014 to now, so lots of continuity. Eurobasket 2015 and 2017. Denmark assistant coach 2004 to 2009. So an intriguing matchup of styles. Superstar there. It'll be interesting to see how his fitness is. Shengelia. And there's the Georgian flag with pride. He's playing with Virtus Bologna now to get to Nike Shengelia. Iceland beat Ukraine 91-88 in the last window. Spain beat Iceland by 30 in that same window. The leaders for Iceland, Hilnarsson 10 rebounds a game, and he's also averaging 14.7 points a game. Elvar Fredriksson 22 points a game as well. Incredible numbers. And Georgia lost to Italy 91-84, beat Netherlands 77-66. So both teams 1-1 in the last window. McFadden leads them in scoring. George Tinsadze leads them in assists, 6 assists. And we're up and away on a packed house here in Reykjavik, Iceland. A huge night for both these countries. Georgia wanting to shake off the disappointment, as they would have seen, with injuries to Shengelia and not being able to get out of the group at Eurobasket. And straight away, Duda Sanadze knocks down the shot. He's going to be huge as well, Sanadze. And Iceland, can they fulfill a dream to get to the FIBA Basketball World Cup finals? And the runner by Iar Steinarsson. Iar Steinarsson ties the game. It's a massive advantage for Iceland to be here at home against Georgia. But Georgia have got a strong team, as strong as they possibly can without Patadze and Mamukelashvili. They've got everybody else here. And the attack, Hilnarsson again, he can't get it to finish. Bit of contact there. There's bodies flying everywhere. Shengelia has a think. Sanadze attacks, pulls up just inside the free throw line, and no good on that occasion. So we've set the scene, and now the teams can deliver what I'm sure will be an amazing spectacle. Iceland in third, Georgia in fourth. Top three teams from the four groups, so 12 teams in total, will qualify for the FIBA Basketball World Cup. And now, what have we got here? Shengalia, Sherman Deeney now. Shengalia was the big injury news before, and now Sherman Deeney walking very slowly off the floor. He's so important for the success of Georgia as well. A warrior, a veteran. Has he tweaked his ankle as he's come down, and he's landed on his heel? Has that stretched any ligaments? Let's hope not. We want all the best players on the floor. Fredriksson trying to get a shot off. Good defense. Attack by Air Steinarsson. Shots up and foul called. And Air Steinarsson just throwing himself into Steinarsson's played all 6 games, 32 minutes, 7.5 points a game. He's 61.5% from the free throw line. 4.5 assists as well. He knocks that down. And what a matchup he's got with Thaddeus McFadden, who can light it up. The noise. Very high decibels as Shengalia gets himself to the basket. Shengalia at the line. Shengalia played in the win against the Netherlands. 20 points, 4 rebounds, and had the injury. He's averaging 17.3 points a game and 8 rebounds a game and 2.5 assists a game. From range, Iceland over the top of the stanchion, and we're tied early at 4 apiece. Let's see what happened here again. It's Shengalia. You can't let him get in the open floor. He will play at his own pace, with his own precision and power. But he misses the free throw. Makes the second. That's a really tough move by Steinarsson. He gets to the floor. Fredriksson and Steinarsson, they may be not as big as some of the guards, but they're quick. Shots up and good for Georgia. And the fist pump by Duda Sanadze. Tinzadze makes that shot. Shots up now from 3. And rebound by Shengalia, who can pretty much do just about everything. Hesitate, turns, right hand hook, and that's just as easy as it gets, and Iceland have got to do something about dealing with Shengelia. Nice bit of screen action all the way across to Olafsson, excuse me, to Puka Perlson. Rebound by Thaddeus McFadden. The pass ahead. And a foul. Becca Bakari with the foul, and Huka Paulsen having to be helped off the floor, and Stemir Thrastason coming in for Iceland. And look out, Thaddeus McFadden's about, and he knocks down that three off the inbounds, and Georgia sprint into a lead, 13-6. McFadden's first three-pointer. Fredriksson shots up from outside, is just short, and McFadden gets the rebound. Shengelia, crossover, attacks, floater is good, and he's all business tonight. They can't deal with him. He's getting to wherever he wants to on the floor. It's big trouble for Iceland here in Reykjavik. And the inside layup from Fredriksson is counted. Goaltending. There's a bit of pressure up the floor from Iceland. They need to shake things up and just try and keep the ball out of Shengelia's hands. He's a nightmare to cover at 6'8". And can handle the ball. Bakari couldn't handle that pass. Iceland come up empty. This full house here in Reykjavik. Sinzadze. Sanadze to Shengelia. He's just such a focal point for this team. Kicks the ball out. Shot missed. Bakari can't get the rebound, or can he? Ball stays with Georgia. McFadden pulls up, elevates, just out, so close to a three then off the dribble. Here comes Iceland in blue, Georgia in white, if you're just joining us. And a big throwdown off the pick and roll. Tryggvi Hilnason, big move. Shengelia straight back. Bakari, hands off to Shengelia. Back outside to Sinzadze. And there's a strip, ball's loose. There's the throwdown, big play over Bakari. It's by 7 foot, Tryggvi Hilnason. Good D, almost a turnover, but Sinzadze saves it. Spin by Shengelia. Back outside. Threes up and good. And Shengelia just brings so much balance to this Georgian team, and he makes players around him better. And the Georgian fans loving that. Good catch and finish, almost, by Tryggvi Hilmarsson. Really is a clash of styles here. Iceland more traditional with their regular size guards, if you like. You've got the likes of Shengelia. They haven't put on Andro Nikashvili yet. He's a up-and-coming star. Some big moments in Eurobasket in Tbilisi. But Shengelia will do a lot of the facilitating and ball handling, and Shermandini's back in, which is good for Georgia, but good for the competition. And he's missed the free throws. They've got to be taking care of the charity stripe tonight. Shengelia, screen by Shermandini. Attempted bounce pass, but good coverage by Bear. Sigtrygger Bears comes Georgia, and the layup finish by Thaddeus McFadden. And the Georgia fans right behind that bench, they've travelled in numbers here to Reykjavik, are loving this. As Georgia double Iceland's score and go to 20-10. And force a timeout here at a packed house in Reykjavik at the Laugardalshall. Let's listen in.
Listen, right here we go two down. Sigtrygg in the corner. Elvar, you're coming out from underneath. Christo's here. We're coming out hard. Okay, fake in here. Back door lifting up. All right. If the back door's not there, keep clearing out. So we have open-sided ball screen here with Christo and Sigtrygg. Okay. And listen. So you got the point, right? So when you enter into Christo, go this way. Okay.
Herru. Þú ert með Shermandini, þú ert með Sjöngilja. Þú dekkar hann 1 og 1. Okay.
And some highlights, some super slow-mo, and great job as always by the FIBA camera. Ladies and gents, FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers. Iceland trying to become the smallest nation ever to qualify for the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Georgia trying to build on hosting the group stages of the Eurobasket, but being right there, especially with a win tonight. They are right up there in contention for third spot, but we shall see. A lot to be sorted on tonight's game and on Monday's games as well, which I'll let you know who's playing who, and I'll let you know who's just scored. Sigtrygger Bearson, as drawn up by the coach, which is great to be able to see in the timeouts, and they got a really good look there. Shengelia in the post now, spins baseline, steps out of bounds, and Acox doing a good job coming on the floor. Christopher Acox. See that he just ran out of room. What Shengelia mustn't do, and he's just a top player. He's trying not to force it himself. He's being asked to do so much, and making the judgment calls of when to take his shots and when to share it. An attack and off the glass, but good defense without fouling by Jincharadze there. Shots up from deep is short, and away comes Aya Steinason to Olofsson, off. That's a very quick shot by Olofsson. McFadden against Bearson. shots up. Shengalia is long for 3. And some contact underneath on the defensive rebound. And Shermandini will go to the line. Elizoros spoke so well in press conferences and dealing with a lot of difficult questions as Georgia just weren't able to get over the line in some of the games. They lost to Belgium in a thriller in overtime. They beat Turkey in overtime, which was an unreal occasion, but lost to Bulgaria, which was the other team that didn't go through when D. Boss just went off. But that was Eurobasket, and of course, it's the beauty of these FIBA qualifiers. A few months later, you're into a window of 2 games for qualifying for the FIBA Basketball World Cup, which will take place in the Philippines, Japan, and Indonesia next August. 32 teams will be there, 12 from Europe. Balls loose. Good hustle by Berishvili. Berishvili inside to Shermandini. Left hand, little run up, no good. And here comes Iceland. They're still 9 down, 3 on 2. And good finish, really good play. It became 4 on 2 as the drummers lift up the sound and give us an amazing backdrop here in Reykjavik, Iceland. Andro Nikashvili is on. Berishvili into Shermandini. He's got a massive height advantage. They're trying to go inside, and in the end they take the 3. Bearson, 66, attacks, brings it back out. A really quick guard. They've got 2 or 3 on this team, including Friedrichsen and Steinarsson. Pull-up J is just off. Good D by Shermandini. He's still not looking 100% after his collision with the back of his heel with an Iceland player. Here comes McFadden off the glass, and he's so clever, so quick, going to the basket. And Georgia are stacked with talent and experience with the big 3. Shermandini, McFadden and Shengalia. Craig Pedersen has got a job on his hands tonight. Gingeradze in. And Tryggvi Hilnason back in, and they need his size to try and deal with Shermandini. Hilnason back outside, screen, rolls, but good defense by Georgia, and foul. They really chased Friedrichsen there. They didn't give him any airspace. Kakeba Gingeradze with the foul. So ball stays with Iceland. Last few seconds of the first quarter, and another foul, and Georgia are in the penalty. Mikael Berishvili. Iceland are at the line. Friedrichsen, just key player. A massive game when they beat Ukraine. Andro Nikashvili, now that's a big block. Welcome to the game, Ratty, but he can get to the basket as the shot goes up off the glass and time expires. And Georgia with a good first quarter on the road here in Reykjavik. Exactly what they would have wanted. Iceland 17, Georgia 26. The statistics for the first quarter. Georgia 3 of 9 from 3. Just take out whatever you need to. And there's some of the highlights. I'll go through some of the stats. 1 of 6. Iceland from behind the arc. 3 of 9 is Georgia. 6 of 16 Iceland from the field, as we see the ever dangerous Thaddeus McFadden knock that down. Again, a lot of continuity with this team and a lot of elevation with that dunk from Tryggvi Hilnason. And then Shengalia being provider, encouraging his teammates. Sintadze there to be ready to shoot, and there's good defense, pushing it ahead, and McFadden on just the perfect 2-on-1 break. And there's Bearson with the 3, but it's making it a fantastic atmosphere with Georgia fans, plenty of Georgia fans here as well. There's the Courtside 1891 app. Do download it, scan the QR code, and you'll get all the games, all the updates, all the highlights, some great FIBA shows on there as well. So Georgia in control. Shengalia, 7 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists in 7 minutes. Shermandini's out there. Carly Jonsson in for Iceland. He's going to inbound the ball. Leading the way, Eiga Steinarsson, 6 points for Iceland. So we're underway. If you're just joining us, Iceland in blue attacking the basket to the right of the screen. Hilnason, Fredriksson, guarded by McFadden. Shots up, quick catch and shoot just off for Jonsson, the lefty. McFadden. Floater, well played. That's tough for Shermandini to get that against Hilnason. Fredriksson gets the ball eventually, and it's knocked loose by the long arms and big hands of Rati Andro Nikashvili. Inbound from Fredriksson to Acox. Shots up and off the window. It's good for 3. The bank is open. It's a 2-pointer and it's back to 7. Fredriksson 6 points tonight, 2 of 4 from the field. The crowd doing what they can to be the 6th man. Pull-up jump shot from McFadden is just unbelievable, but it's not unbelievable when it's Thaddeus McFadden, because that's what he does for club and country. Steinarsson outside, another quick release. This time it's good. Carly Jonsson, instant offense off the bench. Andro Nikashvili looking for options. Screen from Shermandini. Goes left, kicks out, free throw line jump shot for Shermandini. Didn't look comfortable on that. Pass ahead. Hilnason is fouled before he turns and does some damage. Mikhail Berishvili with the foul. FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers. in Iceland. Georgia versus Iceland, round 2. Game day 9 of 12 game days. Shots up and good for 3. And Iceland starting to put it together. Fredriksson, Elvar Fredriksson, great shot, up to 9 points. He's been a hero before. Can he do it again tonight? McFadden, wide open shot coming, and it's off. And Shermandini in amongst the Icelandic defenders, including Hilnason. That's a great matchup. Hilnason has the size advantage just. Shermandini has all the experience. That's Craig Pedersen. So 57-year-old Canadian overseeing things here for Iceland. He's been doing that since 2014. Andrei Nikashvili. He's going to take the 3. He's just short. Good defense by Iceland. And here they come. Bounce pass, left-hand finish by Kari Jonsson. He's come in, the lefty. And he's doing his thing, and he's forcing a timeout for Georgia. And the crowd rise as one, as the bench of Iceland do as well. And the drums get louder. It's just a fantastic atmosphere here. Georgia timeout. Let's listen in.
Dead rest a little bit. Guys, why we lost the rhythm? Why we play like crazy? Why we play like this? Offense. Offense we run. Offense we run. Chest 4. Chest 4. First offense. Second offense. Chest 5. Chest 5. Topo here, Buda here, here. Okay, chest 4, chest 5.
And Zuros saying to his team, why are you playing crazy? Just calm down. Iceland on a mission. Iceland in 3rd spot at the moment. Georgia in 4th. This is just a massive game, and that's a massive move by a huge star. Tanike Shengelia just straight to the basket, brings a little bit of calmness to the Georgia team. Bounce pass inside, and Shengelia almost gets it, but he does enough because it goes off the legs of Hilnason, and that's a winning play there by Shengelia. He's had all sorts of injury. He must have been devastated. That's just brilliant that he's almost knocked it out of bounds with his feet, off his foot, and then knocks it, uses his right hand to put it off against Hilnason for a Georgia ball into the corner, back outside. Inside, Shermandini, back outside, and the steal. And here comes Jonsson. Fredriksson, double clutch, but he can't get it to go. Good job by Jintaradze on D. Tinzadze, left hand. He's going to end up out of bounds. Again, Elias Kouros, we saw it. He's just So emotional, so passionate. He just wants this team to play consistently. Iceland are hanging around. This is a deep three, up, off by Fredriksson. Ball's loose. And that is just brilliant play. Initially by John Gudmundsson, but he must have said something because he gets there first. Shengelia makes contact, which potentially the referee was going to call as a foul. Duda Sanadze at the line. And a short follow through, and he was on the move. Duda didn't hold his follow through. So technical foul and Iceland ball. I think that's a good change in the rule. To just have the one shot and possession stays as it was before the technical. Fredriksson. Inside, Hilderson. Against Shermandini. Trying to get position, left hand, jump hook. And those two are going head to head inside the key. And the drums just speed up their beat slightly. Shengelia, he won't speed up. Little no-look pass to, excuse me. Looks like Tonike Shengelia into Shermandini. That is a no-look pass, delicious pass. But then the ball's ripped away from Shermandini. So Georgia with the inbounds. Just over halfway through the second quarter. Sanadze attacks off the glass with a lean in. Beautiful move from Duda Sanadze. They had to wait a while to get the ball inbound, but they went from the baseline. And Sanadze attacked from the other side. Just a 2-foot takeoff. Nice lean in, kept control. And he's at the line for 2 shots. Excuse me, for the 1 shot for the bonus, which he does hold his follow through there. And Georgia increase their lead to 5. Fredriksson steps out, just short. Rebound Shermandini. Shengelia inside. And Ola Olafsson in trouble there underneath, really. Shermandini's got a big advantage when Hilnesson's not on the floor for Iceland. Shengelia attacks, running hook is short. Just lost his touch slightly at the moment. Here comes Iceland, turns and off the glass. That is tough from Jean-Axel Gudmundsson. And then the steal, and Iceland are in full flow there defensively, and bodies flying. Shengelia just taking too much time there. And is that it's an attempt for an offensive foul. But Sanadze committed the foul there. So Iceland down by 3. Can tie the game with a 3-pointer. Fredriksson. Screen coming from Christopher Acox. Across to the other side, other corner shots up. And not quite there. Just off, and Shengalia with the rebound. Sinzadzi. Guarded by Bearson. Shengalia looking inside, over to the other side. And Shengalia started the move. Shermandini finished it with a little putback. Shots up for Bearson is off, and rebound is Shermandini. He's starting, especially when Hunesson's not on the floor. Shengalia blocked. Great hustle on the D by Acox. That is awesome. He is an all-energy player, and he never gave up on this. Shengalia didn't elevate that much with the left-hand finish, and Acox was right there, not only to block it, but Iceland retained possession. Acox. Goodmanson, and whistle. Smart move there as Shermandini commits the foul. That's his first. Goodmanson at the line. Goodmanson in the win against Ukraine. He had 8 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists in the last window. And misses the free throw, and Georgia have possession. He's got 3 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists tonight, Goodmanson. McFadden on the floor for Georgia. Sinzadzi. Shengalia attacks. And just a fantastic move. Just plays within himself. Attacks the basket. 2-footed takeoff. Leaning in. And Christopher Acox couldn't deal with it. Shengalia up to 11 points. 3 rebounds, 2 assists. And the Georgian crowd rise up. Nice little interchange, back out, mid-range 2 is off. Shengalia attacks, spins, steps through. That's really strong move. So he's gone left, spins right, fakes, there's the foul. Acox is trying to stay with him, but he slips. That's a tough cover. 3rd foul for Christopher Acox. Shengalia back at the line. He's averaging 5 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists for Virtus Segafredo Bologna. Playing in the EuroLeague and Italian League, and he's played for Georgia for so long throughout all the age groups. His first Eurobasket 2011. And nice play by Iceland. They stay in touch. 5 points for Goodmanson. just playing at really slow pace, Schengelia, and I guess that helps him to get the defence off him. Pass across court from Beersen. And tough move, just doesn't quite go for Hilnerson, but to the rescue. Sigtrygger Beersen. And Bjornsson. There's the miss. And Beersen gets it in with the putback. There's timeout for Georgia. Let's listen in.
Because the 6 is small, we don't want Toko to dribble outside because they pack it in, they are like this. So what we want? To give him the ball close to the basket, please. So listen to me now how we play. 5. No problem, no problem. Let's go. Worry that so, hey. 4, shoulder. There, shoulder. Do that. Come from this side. Pass. Screen. 4. Immediately, he is ready here. You move behind. Step out. Everybody out. Toko, you play. Sherman, you go.
Well, I hope you're enjoying the action and the atmosphere here in an electric Laugardalshall in Reykjavik and Iceland. Just 5 points behind here against Georgia. And we're back underway. McFadden into the corner, shots up is just off for Bokolishvili, but they get the offensive rebound. Schengelia all the way across to Sanadze. Sanadze pulls up for 2, tough shot, but look at the offensive putback by Bokolishvili. Good extra effort all the way across. Tacks the closeout and the throwdown. If you don't box Tryggvi Hilnerson out, that's what's going to happen. Pull up, just short. Ball's loose. Gudmundsson gets it for Iceland. He brings it up. Quick shot is short. 10 seconds differential game and shot clock. Handoff. Fredriksson attacks. No look. They can't get it to go, but Hilnerson gets it and right at the buzzer. Drops it over the front now. We'll have to have a look. I'm sure the refs will look at that. This was right at the end of the shot clock. Super job by Hilnerson cleaning that up. It was adjudged that it was a violation, so Georgia have the last, McFadden and Georgia have the last chance at the final shot of this quarter, and that's it's not great because Olofsson is not going to be able to match up with Thaddeus McFadden in the open floor, but it does give Iceland a chance of one more possession, and Thaddeus McFadden leading scorer for Georgia in these qualifiers, 20 points, 20.5 points a game and 5 assists a game, continues to pour in the points for Georgia. He's up to 12 points, 3 rebounds. And Iceland take a timeout. See if they can create something with just a few seconds remaining in the second quarter. Let's listen in.
And Aya, you're here, okay? Jon Axel, take the ball out, okay? Kauri, you're here, okay? We're gonna screen like this. Odie, you're gonna fake, come back to the ball, okay? You're gonna hit there, okay? If they're switching it, you can go like that, okay? If they switch it, Kauri, you can also go. So it's there, and then onto one of you on the run, okay? Over here. And then you're the last one here, okay? Hey, listen, 3.5 seconds is a long time. You gotta get open. All right? And if none of these guys go over it, because put your head down and go to the rim.
So, great timeout, being able to listen and to see it being drawn up, and a little bit of emphasis at the end. You've got to get open, either to get the shot or get your head down and get to the hoop. 3.5 seconds is a long time in basketball if they can get an open look. But they've got to do it from the baseline. Here we go. Time running down all the way to the bucket as the coach ordered, and there's a foul. Great job by Aya Steinarsson. Well, it's half time. Iceland 38, Georgia 45. My apologies, I was thinking that that may have been a foul, but it's not. Time had expired, but Iceland did get a look. They just couldn't make the most of it. There's the stats. Free throws, 3-pointers, 29% for Georgia. Rebounds, 23-17, assists, 11-7. There's the leading scorers: Fredriksson, Johnson, Steinarsson for Iceland, Shengalia, McFadden, and Sinsadze for Georgia. And here's the best plays of the first half, and it's certainly been entertaining. You've got the 3-guard front of Iceland, and you've got the likes of Shengalia who can bring it up, who can facilitate or take it into the post. McFadden on the catch and shoot there. A nice bounce pass and the crushing dunk on Bakari by Hilnerson. And the catch and shoot, Shengalia with the pass, Sinsadze with the finish. And then just a simple transition, break, McFadden with the finish. That's a nice job by Sigtrygger Persson. 2-on-1 became 3-on-1. Good running of the floor. Kari Jonsson with the finish there. He came in and did a nice job with a 3 and a 2. And then McFadden, good touch and strong. And then the fade away by Fredriksson. He just continues to be top offensive talent. And there's, talking of top offensive talent, don't get much better than McFadden. And there's Jonsson again. And Fredriksson, deep 3. Doesn't back down. This Iceland team will not back down. Georgia will have to be at their best. And Shengalia is one of the best as he flies to the hoop. And that's tough from John Goodmanson again. Jon Axel. And then a super pass, but the block, and blocking it to his teammate as well, Acox, but then Shengalia got his own back on that play. So just one good play after another. So we're at half-time. I hope you're enjoying the action. Georgia fans certainly are. They are loving this. They're ahead in Reykjavik, Iceland, 45-38. A huge, huge game in the FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers in Group L. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back in a few minutes for the second half.
Who will you become when the moment arrives and you're carrying the expectations of an entire nation, representing your people and their dreams, the colorful faces in the streets, the screaming fans in the stands? It's time to make your move. All eyes on you, all hope, all heart. Because when you win for all.
Chenko, nice pass. Heran is blocked, unceremoniously blocked.
But it's the former MVP who comes down the floor and brings the thunder.
Porzingis way downtown, just short, but good rebound. No good, balls loose. Porzingis comes in and skies.
Gets those nerves jangling in this humongous Serbian crowd again. Superstar versus superstar. Superstar shot. And Belgrade believes.
Oh, dangerous pass. Yabusele. 48, you don't want to foul him. He goes up for the dunk.
Nice pass to the corner as well. Extra pass on to Clough. Clough going behind the back. Dazzling dribble. What a move from Charlon Clough. Tying the Spanish defense in knots.
Nurkic thought about launching it. He's going to take off. Oh my goodness me! Are you kidding me? What a move from Nurkic! They're going to be talking about that one for a long time. Might just be the dunk of the qualifiers. Wow! Look at this. Is he going to shoot it? No. And then he sees it open up, and he says, "I'm going right at you, big fella." And he goes and he puts Poirier on the poster. It's drive, tough shot, wasn't a good shot. Now up ahead, they get it to Osman. What a catch! He scores. He was fouled. He was fouled. He's going to the line. A chance to tie it. Turkey have risen from the dead in remarkable fashion. Kalinic launches it from midcourt. Oh, you're kidding me! Can it get any worse for Turkey? Nikola Kalinic just throws a nail in the coffin beyond half court.
Giannis now looking to get these going. He got it by Kevin Tumba. Giannis now looking to spin around. Giannis,
Oh, baby! Giannis Antetokounmpo just serves up Kevin Tumba.
Welcome back to Reykjavik in Iceland. It's the FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifier between Iceland and Georgia in Group L. 45-38, Georgia leading. And the Georgia fans are enjoying that, having their photos taken and just following their team as they followed them so amazingly in packed-out arena in Tbilisi. And Eurobasket are now continuing in these World Cup qualifiers. And Shengalia, who wasn't available at Eurobasket because of a dislocated shoulder he picked up in the World Cup qualifiers in August, is back now. Great recovery for him and for Georgia, and he is leading the way for them with 14 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. But McFadden's right there with 12 points, 3 rebounds. George Tinzadze as well, 2 of 3 from behind the arc. That's for Iceland. 9 points for Fredriksson. 7 points for Jonsson, 6 for Steinarsson, 5 for Bersen. There's Fredriksson, 9 points, Gudmundsson 5 rebounds, Acox 4 assists, plus the big block of Shengalia. But then Shengalia came back down on the other side and had the split 2-foot lean-in move where Acox ended up slipping and committing the foul. There's Fredriksson. Again, he is the leader of this Icelandic team. 9 points, 2 assists, 1 rebound. And drawing fouls as well. 22 points a game. .22 points, 3.8 rebounds, 2.3 assists leading into this game. So he's just carrying on, taking the load. But they've got real pace at the guard spot. More sightings of those Georgia fans, just showing them waiting expectantly for their heroes, young and old and veterans, and the young players coming through like Andrew Nikashvili and some Icelandic supporters in amongst them. And that's just beautiful that they can all enjoy the game safely together. So Iceland, can they turn this around? They will become the smallest nation, beating or being smaller than Montenegro, who qualified for the 2019 FIBA Basketball World Cup, if they can get through to the Philippines, Indonesia, Japan hosted tournament next August. Top 3 in the group will automatically go through. There's 4 groups in this second round. 4 groups of 6, and the top 3 will qualify through. There's tonight's game and then games on Monday. Iceland play at home, on the road in Ukraine. Well, that will be in Riga, Latvia, because of the troubles, continued troubles out in Ukraine. So that's Monday afternoon. Of course, Iceland beat Ukraine in the last window in an absolute thriller, 91-88 in overtime. Of course, going back to some of their other wins to get this far, they beat Netherlands by 1, 67-66. They lost to Italy by 7. Then they beat Iceland. Iceland beat Italy, don't forget. As we look at the World Cup Qualifiers app, do download it. Do scan the QR code. They beat Italy in overtime in Iceland back in February this year, 107-105, and then beat Netherlands by 2. So that first window of the first round because all scores from the first round are carried forward to the second. They won both games by 2, and they've beaten Ukraine as well since. And that's what puts them in 3rd place, on the brink of making history, but there's still this game to go, plus 3 others, as we see a Georgian flag walking down behind the tables and getting back to their position in the crowd as Sadadze prepares to inbound at half court. As for Georgia, as we get started, Georgia will host Italy on Monday and then go to Netherlands, and then in February, and then host Iceland the last game day in February, Sunday, February 26th. And that shot's off for Sadadze. Iceland doing just enough. Can they get the start they need to get right back in this game? High off the glass is good. What a move. Great move from Aya Steinarsson. He's up to 8 points, 3 or 4 from the field. And the guards of Iceland, especially Friedrichsen and Steinarsson, they have to go high off the glass because of some of the size they come up against. Inside to Shengelia playing post against Acox. That is a tough move, and he can't get it to go. It's a beautiful spin. Here comes Iceland, and foul call. Gudmundsson attacking. And Tintaradze committing the foul. And little by little, Iceland get closer. This is the second. And the steal and the layup and the finish. And it's a 2-point game. Gudmundsson up to 8 points. Goodness me. Iceland not backing down, as you knew they would not. Such a huge game for them. Penetrate, kick. Shermandini underneath. He's moving his feet around. I think if they don't call the foul, it's a travel. And Hilnason doing enough. There's a lot of penetrate and kick. The ball went inside, and he's left the ground. Having to come back out again. Friedrichsen, pull up, big, high arcing floater. And Trygve Hilnason right in amongst it. Good play by Hilnason and Friedrichsen there. They retain possession. Sadadze third foul. 3 is on its way. It's long. That would have taken the lead back for Iceland. Sadadze to Shengelia. Hesitation off the glass is good. And that is so smooth, so cool, so calm. Tonike Shengelia just too hot to handle. He's got Gudmundsson on him, but he feels the contact, just leans away to the side. He's just got such good size. and ball handling ability. And he knocks the free throw down. Shengalia continues to pour the points in. Ball's loose, push ahead. McFadden pulls up for three, just short. Pull up, it's good for three, and Fredriksson at pace. That is so tough to do, and he made it look easy. What a ball game. Fredriksson, double figures, 12 points. McFadden. Shengalia just dribbled before he looked there. Rare mistake, but they retain possession. Shermadini with the throwdown. And there's a whistle. And that's a fantastic defense by Gudmundsson, who's drawn the charge. Sanadze turns it over with the offensive foul. And it's the little things that are the winning things. Iceland can take the lead. Sanadze's full foul, that's big. Fredriksson in and out. He's feeling it. Such a tenacious, confident player. Blocked by Hilnerson, not in this house. Not in Reykjavik tonight. Gudmundsson pulls up. Inside, Acox, outside, floater, short. Shengalia the rebound, frantic basketball here in Iceland. Shengalia back outside, shots up from the corner is long. Fredriksson, another attempt here, he's pushing his team forward. Shots up, this time it's good. Aegis Steinarsson with the three. And this place has erupted as Iceland take the lead again. Really hard push, sucking in McFadden. The catch and the shot from Eir Steinarsson. And he's listening to the crowd. And Iceland lead by one. Timeout, Georgia.
We run. One down four. One down four. Okay. Boo, you are the screener. You are the screener. Boo is here. Ted is here. Good screen. Good second screen. Then you pass. You remember. You pass here and you go opposite. So they cannot help. Okay.
Well, all the emotions there from Coach Iliasouros. And he just is imploring with his team. He's begging his team, play our game, not their game. Shengalia just playing a game of his own. He's just that good. But Georgia had the lead. We're in charge, certainly at half-time. Not anymore. Iceland have dragged it back. And are leading this quarter by 11-3, and Shengalia again really deep into the paint, not being picked up. He's back to the line for two shots. He's not expelling any extra energy, just gets to the hoop, protects the ball, throws it up, relying on his foul shots to do the rest. So Nike Shengalia played in the NBA, Vasconia, Chicago Bulls, Brooklyn Nets. It all started for him in 2008 with Valencia. And has been, as much as he can, an ever-present for Georgia. Fredriksson, Georgia by 2 now. Georgia by 1 after the free throws from Shengelia. And the block shot. So good response from Georgia out of the timeout. McFadden. Sherman-Deeney, extra pass, leads the shooter wide open. Chincharadze can't get it to drop. Throws it up, and Acox, tough finish. Here comes Shengelia, and just protects the ball. And a foul on Fredrickson. And a whistle to see what's... Looks like Chincharadze foul. Offensive foul there. There's a moving, trying to set some sort of screen and moving. Chincharadze comes out. And Andrew Nikashvili waiting for him to really announce himself in this game. They could really do with him having a good spell. Fredrickson, he's got his hands full. A nice finish by Acox. Just a drive along the baseline. Shengelia, as Iceland take the lead again. We are witnessing another thriller in the FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers. Shengelia backs down on Acox. Spins, floater, short. Here come Iceland. Fredrickson off the glass and put down by Hilderson, who was up above the hoop for an age, but he crushed it through the hoop. Just to make sure as Iceland outrun Georgia and take the lead by 3. Andrew Nikashvili being really hustled and harried. Shengelia, hands off to... They almost lose it. The time's going to run out. He's got to get the shot up. Free throw line is off. Hilderson gets the rebound, and there was no flow to that Georgian offense. There's real thrust, though, from the Icelandic team now, who maybe sense that they can do something here. Between the legs, extra pass, and the score by Hilderson, saying he was fouled. Through the legs, extra pass, and that is a foul. And Hilderson strong enough to get it through. And the fans and the boy with the mop and everybody loving it. 5-point lead for Iceland. Hilderson up to 10 points. And misses the free throw. Andrew Nikashvili guarded strongly by Berson. Almost knocked out by Acox, who was coming out to help. Andrew Nikashvili off the dribble, knocks it down. Massive basket for him and for Georgia. Two-point lead for Iceland. There's Steinarsson to Fredrickson, throws it up and in, and it's a miracle shot. But he's done it before, and he'll probably do it again. Incredible play by Elvar Fredrickson. Handoff to McFadden. And two-pointer up, and it's offensive foul by the looks of things. Steinarsson so tenacious with his defence. Drawing the foul. Substitutions. Kari Jonsson in. Iceland 50%, 8 of 16. Georgia just 2 of 10 this quarter from the field. And Shengalia just can't get the rebound, but Acox can. Shots up, massive, huge three for Kari Jonsson, the lefty, lighting it up from behind the arc. Andrei Nikashvili. That was a tough move. Bodies flying everywhere. And Jayatso Gudmundsson, I think, has committed a foul there underneath this. Shengalia went to the floor. Georgia in team fouls. Iceland 1 to give. They've just got to stay calm, Iceland, here. Things are going to get very rocky. They lead by 7, though. But the fans from Georgia have not stopped singing and cheering their team on. Gudmundsson fourth foul. That could be big. He has had a huge game. 8 points, 8 rebounds, heading for a double-double. Beautiful spin and left-hand finish. That's so clever. Double team was there, but he just spun away from his defender and finished. No help coming. Fredriksson, crossover, step back. Gudmundsson, he's got to be careful not to force the offense and pick up a foul. Great job by that man. Andrei Nikashvili just blocks the shot. Back out to McFadden. Screen from Bakari. McFadden in the corner. Andrei Nikashvili for 3. He doesn't always look to take the 3, but he can make it. And that is huge. 2 threes for Rati Andrei Nikashvili. He's up to 6 points. Crossover. Fredriksson. Inside. Outside. Who's going to be the hero for Iceland? Shots up. Offensive rebound, Acox. He's been everywhere tonight. Into the corner, shots up. No good. Offensive rebound. Gudmundsson back out. Shots up. And it's good. Third time lucky for Iceland. Incredible resilience by the Icelandic offense. Sigtryggur Bersen knocks down the 3 in the corner. He's up to 8 points. McFadden. Shengalia attacks. And left-hand dunk, as cool as you like. But Iceland couldn't do anything about it. Shots up. And right at the end of the third. Incredible, frenetic action here in Reykjavik. End of the third. Iceland 63, Georgia 60. Wow. Just incredible scenes here on the court and off the court. 2 points, Iceland 50%, Georgia 50%. 3 points, 30 and 30. Free throws, 88% for Georgia. That's huge, 14 of 16. And here's some of the highlights. Iceland with a big third quarter. They've won that by 10. And they won the second by 2, having lost the first quarter by 9. And remember, as Andrei Nikashvili, this boy can play. He's at Creighton University. He's not playing massive minutes, but he's hit 2 big threes. There's one and there's the second. Nice assist by McFadden. And then Acox along the baseline, getting in behind through the legs. This was beautiful, and the foul. If you can go pass through the legs and then the quick pass, you've got a chance. And then watch this for a highlight. That is going to be shown around the world. He just plays so calmly and coolly. And don't forget to get all these highlights and get Courtside 1891. Scan the QR code. Everything you need for all your highlights, your live games, your extended, condensed highlights. Watching games live or on demand, Courtside 1891 is the place to go. So another thriller for Iceland. They have one every window. Sometimes they have 2, as they did in their first window. The first window when they beat Italy in overtime and just got past the Netherlands way back in last February. So Iceland by 3. You're into the fourth quarter. Will it be enough to separate these two nations? And they couldn't get it to go, but I don't think that hit the hoop. I don't think it hit the ring, and if it didn't, it's a 24-second shot clock violation. There's still time on the shot clock. That was indicating there was 2-3 seconds remaining on that possession. And if that's the case, yeah, that's the count. There was clearly enough time on the clock, so 5-point lead for Iceland. Perfect start for them, and Ilias Kouros has just got to keep pushing his team, keep corralling them, and just get the best out of them. Such an emotional leader. And he's got to be pleased with the team that he's been able to assemble for this window. Crossover, Andrei Nikashvili, an offensive foul. Great defense staying in front. Textbook. And everybody from Iceland is contributing. I think that was Olofsson who just come back in. Check this out. I mean, that is just a big last quick slide and being brave to take the hit from Nikashvili. Hilmarsson. Gudmundsson, step back 3 is good! And now Iceland are in full throw as they extend their lead to 8. Great play by Kalle Jönsson. Inspirational stuff again by Iceland. Shots up and is good for 3. Mikael Berishvili, that was huge. So much attention on McFadden and Shengelia. Other players have got to step up when open. Hesitation, inside, outside dribble. Ball's loose, and look at 7'1" Hilmarsson on the floor. But he just couldn't quite save it, but that's the effort that the Iceland coaching staff and the nation are wanting. Big for Hilmarsson. 10 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Into the corner, shots up again. Same result for Berishvili. One from the top, one from the corner. And great trust given to him by McFadden on the assist and the foul. Berishvili so pumped up after his shot. He just couldn't stop himself as he came out to play D. Two-point game. Iceland were reasonably comfortable until those 2 threes from Berishvili cuts it to 2. No team has missed yet in this quarter. And foot violation. Should be a clock reset to 14, that it is. Pedersen and his young coaching staff, coaches of the now and the future, discussing tactics. Inbounds, Olofsson saves it. Bearson, the left-hander, long, and Nandra Nikashvili with the rebound. McFadden always on his toes and moving, and he gives it to Shermandini. He was in two minds. Here comes Olofsson, he's blocked! Not in this house, says Shengelia. Olofsson just didn't have the ups. But then there's the block the other end by Hilnerson. What incredible phases of defensive play here. Jonsson. Back to Steinarsson. Jonsson brings it out, attacks, bounce pass. And Hilnerson thought about the dunk, but he just dropped it over the front of the rim. Great bounce pass. Hilnerson had to grab that from down by his ankles and then elevate it up. No foul. Great defense and a technical foul incoming for Shermandini, and would have to look at that again, because how vertical was Tryggvi Hilnerson on that play? There was a lot of contact, but if he's gone up vertically, let's see. Well, he'd actually turned away from Shengelia as well, so he wasn't square on. Maybe Shermandini has a point, but it's the way you make that point in the heat of the moment that's the issue. So referees aren't looking at it, and there's no challenge. So the shot's up 71-66 from the free throw line. Fredriksson made that. Fredriksson, 15 points. 4 assists, 2 rebounds. Just a break in the play here. Nandra Nikashvili's out, so Nadzi's back in. And referees timeout.
Flash handoff turn.
It's a Georgia timeout.
Handoff. He cut and he go ball side. Misha, Duda. Dribble, good screen, 2 dribbles. Watch here. If they pass, red. After, simple ball. Simple ball. They play aggressive now. They play pick and roll. Shermo, go. If they try to play aggressive on set, you go immediately. Don't set very good screen. You understand? Like, because they play aggressive. Misha up, pass, Coco has this or drive. Simple, but now we have to play defense, guys. Guys, there is a lot of time. Step by step. We're gonna win the game. Let's go, guys. Okay, let's go.
Another super visual of a timeout. Step by step, plenty of time. But they've got to play D, and they've got to play tough D. And this team are non-stop energy. Iceland, they may be undersized in certain areas. They've got the quickest guards that you're going to see. They've got the biggest big you're going to see in Tryggvi Hilnarsson. But look at Shengali there, that spin move. He keeps going to it. Andra Nikashvili with the three. 2 big threes back-to-back for him. That'll give him confidence. But here comes Iceland, and they just couldn't quite get that play. Hilnarsson, and now there's a foul called, and that is ironic. I'm sure that's what Shengali is saying. There was definitely contact, and that, well, he's gone up straight, but his hands were forward, so there's argument, I guess, that that's not a foul. If the one on by Hilnarsson is not a foul, then is that a foul? And that's, players just want consistency. And, well, there's a lot of movement going on while the free throws, he's missed it. And now he gets another one. Every seat taken here in Reykjavik tonight. At the Laugardal Shoal. Hilnarsson, 13 points. 72-66, Iceland win. They're edging closer to a massive victory. Sherman-Dini, extra pass, catch and shoot! And it's that man again, Berishvili, Mikhail Berishvili, 3 threes. He's exploded in the second half. Just dealing in 3-pointers, keeping Georgia in touch. Fredriksson, handoff action. Jonsson, Hilnarsson, Fredriksson, crossover, goes left, steps back. Hilnarsson with a massive one-handed rebound. Extra pass. All the way across, wide open. That is a very flat shot by Ola Olafsson. That's why Georgia would have left him wide open, dared him to shoot it. Steinarsson. In the picture, so now Georgia within 3. McFadden inside to Shengalia against Olafsson, and smart move by Shengalia. And that's just a tough matchup for Olafsson. Just creates the contact, Shengalia. 3rd foul for Olafsson, he has to come out. Haycock's in. It's a better matchup. As McFadden shoots short, but look who's got it. Back outside, shots up. And you'd think McFadden was going to make them pay, but he was just off with the 2nd attempt. Fredriksson hesitates, attacks, explodes to the basket, but too strong. Shengalia, open floor. Left-hand dribble. And he just kept the pressure, kept on the front foot, kept the pressure on Iceland there, Shengalia. He's just ice cold. His emotions have just been kept in check. He knows how big this game is. He's not wasting any energy on getting over-emotional, just doing what Tonike Shengalia does against Acox. He likes that spin, but Acox now they're in trouble. Good pass, super pass, and Sherman-Dini, the double S combination, get the score, and it's a 1-point lead for Iceland. And Georgian fans have found their voice, and that will help them as well. Hilnarsson was at pace, bearing down on the basket, but the pass was maybe just a touch low, and he wasn't able to take it in. And it's a turnover. Hilnerson travelling. Schengelia with the assist to Shermandini. Iceland by 1. If they qualify for the FIBA Basketball World Cup, remember, they've got a game Monday, then there's 2 more games in February. A long way to go. A lot can happen. And if Georgia win today, they'll be putting their hands up to get to the FIBA Basketball World Cup. McFadden. And Schengelia, tough move. Whistle. And again, Hilnerson coming over. Schengelia wants it. Fredriksson in help position, but that leaves Sanadze free and he knocks it down. Duda Sanadze and Georgia back in front, and this game takes one twist and turn after another. Iceland drive, penetrate. That three's good. Don't blink, you'll miss something. As Ajer Steinarsson knocks down the 3, and Iceland get the lead straight back. Steinarsson 14 points. Shots up, that time Schengelia for 3. Both teams exploding with offense, the crowd exploding with joy. Georgian fans, then Iceland fans, then back to the Georgian fans. And it's timeout Iceland, Georgia by 2. 3:39 left in the 4th. What a ball game. What a competition. It's all about getting to the FIBA Basketball World Cup finals. Let's listen in.
You're coming, either get the ball and give it back, or just come like this, and then Elbar's going to back screen. You got to try and keep your dribble alive. And then Trinkley, you're coming to screen for Elbar. And then keep down. Okay? Hey, keep going, come on.
Great timeout again with the X's and O's, but the last message was just keep going, come on. It's the biggest tournament in the world in international basketball, the FIBA Basketball World Cup in Philippines, Japan, Indonesia next summer, as Shermandini benefits from a super assist from Schengelia, the SS of Georgia. Schengelia, Shermandini. Georgia have led by as many as 10. Iceland as many as 8. Georgia have led for 23 minutes of this game. Iceland for 11. What's going to happen next? Fredriksson throws it up, no good. Hilnerson, what a rebound, and the foul. He's just so tough to keep off the hoop, to keep off the backboard. He gets in and Shermandini can't deal with it. Just unfortunate for Hilnerson, it didn't drop. He is 1 of 5 from the free throw line. Can he hold his nerve? He can. Knocks it down. It's 56% coming into the game as well tonight. So he has had his struggles throughout the qualifiers. 1 point lead for Georgia. Penetrate kick. Schengelia tries to break Acox down. Excuse me. Yes, it is Acox. Shengelia shoots and runs out of time, and that was not the offense Georgia wanted. The ball got stuck with Shengelia. Good defense, keeping the ball on that side of the floor. Iceland just keep delivering. They've got 5 players in double figures, Iceland. And good defense, ball's loose, Hilnarsson has it. Shengelia comes up with it though, that's massive. It's one of the biggest defensive plays he's made so far in this game. McFadden. McFadden inside, Sherman Deeney for the score. But the referee is saying the foul is before he went up for the shot, and that's tough. Super pass inside. And Sherman Deeney far outsizing Fredriksson. But Iceland are in team fouls anyway, as are Georgia, so Sherman Deeney at the line. And he knocks it down, the veteran now for Georgia. Another big game for him tonight. 6 points, 10 rebounds. Make that 7 points. Steinarsson guarded by McFadden. Fredriksson fumbles momentarily. He's got pressure from Sherman Deeney. Can they get a good look? Hilnarsson. Fredriksson gets it back. Shot clock running down. It's such a tough shot. Ball's loose. And that was just a difficult offense in the end. And bodies flying everywhere. Desperation now for Iceland. They're 3 down, under 2 minutes remaining. No score, there's a whistle. Is it going to be offensive or defensive? The referees consult at half court. Let's have a look. Well, Sherman Deeney was static on the screen. Are they calling it on Igor Steinarsson? Igor Steinarsson, they're going to look at it again. The amazing crowds and the scenes just continue here. Sherman Deeney is at the line, and he knocks down another huge free throw. The Georgian fans hold their breath, and they can exhale, because Sherman Deeney knocks another one down at crunch time. Georgia by 5. Fredriksson attacks, floater, misses. Hilnarsson can't get it. And fantastic effort by both teams. I think it's going to be another foul on Iceland. Senadze, smart play, just getting in front of Fredriksson, getting between Fredriksson and the ball, and Elvar was always going to have to foul. Senadze at the line. And he's looking better now from the free throw line. Andronikashvili on the bench, watching on as Sanadze, ever reliable, knocks down that shot. 90 seconds, just under. Iceland need another minor miracle. Floater is good. Now they need some good defense. They double team McFadden, balls out to Sanadze. Both teams in team fouls. Georgia by 5, Shengelia. Ball's knocked loose, here comes Acox. What can he do? Oh my, at the rim, it's a foul from Shengelia, who for once got the wrong side of a duel with Christopher Acox. He's gone hard at him, he's gone for the ball though. He has caught his right arm, but he's gone up and across. And let's hope Acox is okay. He's crumpled in a heap as he's landed. He's got the ball first, in fact. But I think the force that he's contacted the ball and then pushed it down has made Acox fall to the ground quite heavily. But the clock has stopped and Iceland are at the line. Acox 100% from the line coming in to this game. And he's missed one. That's the first one he's missed. 4-point game. It's a 2-possession game. And again, that's off. That's come off Shengelia. The referees are saying it's back court, but did Shengelia have possession? It certainly hit him as it's come back. And it's just a crazy game. There's the pass, but the ball was going to go out of bounds. Comes back to Shengelia. If he's in control of it, he's in the back court. You just can't predict anything here. Incredible scenes. Fabulous game of FIBA World Cup qualification basketball. It's timeout. Let's listen in.
Play 5 down, flash. Elbar, you take it out. Ayer, you're getting into the low post here. We're coming up. Listen, if they come over the top with you, we'll try and cut and get it 2. Okay? And then out. And then we'll set this down screen coming into the middle with Tricky rolling.
But he's coming back, no?
Yeah, but only if the guy goes underneath. Only if he goes underneath. If he plays you on the top side, cut, try and get a layup. Crystal, you're going to flare this guy and then play up in here. Okay? So that if we come off this down screen, there's nothing there, we can go into pop game. What? There we go.
Well, clear instructions for Iceland, who almost again seem to have gone. But Georgia with Shengelia turnover, and then he's involved with a backcourt violation as well. Iceland get the ball back, plenty of time, 4 points down. Every point, every possession crucial. Sanadze will defend the inbounds. Elvar Fredriksson will deliver it. Here they come, Iceland. Fredriksson sidestep, knocks down the 3, that is sensational. Left hand dribble, shoots it right. And now Georgia have to call timeout. Genius. A genius at work there, Fredriksson. And Coach Pedersen must be really happy with the way the team put that offense together, and Fredriksson knocks it down. Timeout, Georgia. What a ball game. Georgia by 1.
Coco out of bounds. 5. ready to bring the ball down. Talk or whoever. Offense, watch what we do. Offense, we go. Listen. Flash, 2 up. Ted is here, talk or receives, dribble. Ted, you start high, screen, and you go ball side.
Well, Fredriksson avoided Shermandini as we see the replay, and nothing but net. Fredriksson is a hero time and time again. He was huge against Ukraine. He's been a leader just all over the floor. He's so quick and decisive and plays with a massive heart, as do all of the Iceland team. Georgia inbound, Tornike Shengelia, double-double. He's been sensational as well tonight. Sensational Shengelia. We say it nearly every time he steps on the floor for Georgia. Shengelia backs down. His defender, who is again Acox. Penetrate kick, long-range shot incoming, misses. Sanadze with the rebound. And a foul by Fredriksson. Georgia will go to the free throw line. Rebounds, correct all mistakes and all missed shots. And yet again, Sanadze making a big play for his country. Fredriksson frustrated, but once Sanadze had the ball, and he steps away, but he makes it. He's got to stay on the line. But it's difficult, I guess, with all the noise and the pressure, just to stay totally calm and in your free throw process. And he makes both. That's beautiful. And now Georgia have a little bit of breathing room. 24 seconds remaining. Georgia by 3. It's a one-possession game. Here we go. What a thriller it's been here in Reykjavik. What's in store for the finish here? Fredriksson. And there comes Andro Nikashvili trying to make the steal. He's got long arms. He's lightning quick as well. Andro Nikashvili. But foul called. He steps out and he got caught up with Fredriksson, and it's 2 shots for Elvar. $18 points. He misses the free throw. Hilnason missed one. Acox missed one. These are all massive, massive shots, even for the best of the best in FIBA basketball, which Elvar Fredriksson is right up there. And he makes the second. Still a one-possession game, 13.9 seconds remaining. And quick foul. And George Sanadze. Sanadze will go to the line. Six points for George Sanadze tonight. 2 rebounds, 4 assists. First trip to the free throw line. It's his first trip to the free throw line of the whole of the qualifiers. And this is the first, keeping this game right on the knife edge to the last possession. And he makes the second. That's huge. 3-point lead for Georgia. But Iceland know what they've got to do. 3-pointer to send it into overtime. It's a timeout for Iceland. Let's listen in.
Christos here. Okay. 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 We got to run curl. Okay. We run curl. Okay. Pump it into Trigby. Okay. Get it back. Trigby, go away. Sig Trigby on, you're here. Elvar, you're curling. Sig Trigby, you're coming off this one. Okay. Read it.
This is me here.
Yes. Okay. You're gonna be here. No. What?
From the implant or not? They're gonna foul.
You know what? We go like this. Elvar, you're coming and screen for Trigby. Trigby, come and get the ball. Pass it in, hand up, and then flare for Elvar.
Well, the last play out of a timeout, Fredriksson hit the three. And our prayer's going to be answered for Georgia or for Iceland tonight. Georgia leading by 3, but Iceland have the ball. They will progress it to the front court, and they were able to deliver a 3-pointer last time they came out of a timeout. Was the instructions clear enough? Can they get the shot off and tie the game? Hilnerson, and a foul, quick foul. 2 shots. Maybe that's a good play, because that only gets them 2 shots. But was that foul committed when he was in possession of the ball? It's pretty tough if a player away from the ball, once they've made that pass, get fouled. But Curry with the personal foul there. So smart play. Now, he's going to make it, and he misses. They need to foul again. But this time, Sanadze gets the rebound. Acox is out of the game. And Georgia on the brink here of a huge victory. Sanadze knocks down the shot. Georgia 3-3 at the moment. Iceland 4-2. So they will both be on 4-3 if Georgia can pull this victory off. And he misses. Hilnerson gets the rebound. They go. Andronikashvili tries to get the steal, but he commits the foul. Now, was that a 3-pointer? Let's have a look. Not sure if they can say he was in the act of shooting. Because if he was and his feet are behind the arc, that's a 3-point shot, 3 free throws as opposed to 2 team fouls. Let's check this out. It's Bearson. Sigtri Bearson is fouled for sure. It's whether it's a 3-point shot or a 2. There's Bakori with the foul. Pedersen is indicating he's saying that he was shooting, and if his feet were behind the 3-point arc, it's a 3-point shot. Now, Pedersen It's having that conversation with the refs. So it's going to be make the first, miss the second. And he's just got to crash the balls and try and get a 2-pointer to tie the game. So only 1.5 seconds left. That is an option, to intentionally miss, but give Hilnerson and Olofsson a chance to get the offensive rebound and put back in 1.5 seconds. Coach Zuros again involved in a thriller. Yep, they've missed it. Shengelia the rebound. There's boos now at Reykjavik in the Lagodal show. The Georgia fans are loving it because they're in control of this game at the moment. Just didn't quite get the right angle on the miss there to give the Icelandic rebounders a chance. Shengelia can finish things off here with 2 free throws made. And he gets the shooter's roll. What a huge performance by Tonike Shengelia. 27 points, 11 rebounds, misses the second. And time expires, and Georgia, in a really difficult game, come up trumps. Georgia fans love it. Iceland fans, as you can hear, not impressed. They feel they were hard done by on a couple of calls. Final score, Iceland 85, Georgia 88. Superb entertainment though. Incredible playmaking by both teams and standout performances. Fredriksson leading the way for Iceland, and Shengelia, as we thought he would, with a double-double. 27 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists. That's a huge win. Both teams now on 4-on-3. The statistics, 2 points, 3 points, free throws. 54% for Iceland from the free throw line. That potentially was part of their undoing tonight, if albeit only by 3. 22 assists Iceland, 19 for Fredriksson, 27 Shengelia, Sanadze 13, McFadden 12, Hilnerson 15, Steinarsson as well, and Christopher Acox did his best, and the crowd here who've travelled to see their Georgian team loving this. There's the best plays of the second half. Shengelia there, just backing down his player. The help just moves across Shengelia with the pass to Shermandini, and that at pace is so tough. Sanadze with the offensive foul. Quick pass ahead to Aya Steinarsson. And listening to the crowd, come on. And then Andrew Nikashvili showing what he can do from behind the arc. With that shot, they dared him to take it, so he did. And then Acox with the offensive rebound. Kicks it out for Jönsson to knock it down, the lefty. And then little kick out again to the corner for Andrew Nikashvili, finding his spot. Acox with a strong finish across the baseline. And then Berishvili, he was huge. 10 efficiency, 9 points, 3 of 4 from behind the arc. Hilnerson there with a strong move. Shengelia, watch this. That is big time. With minimal effort again, just smooth glides across the floor. Then a step back 3. Jönsson was superb. And then the block, but by Shengalia. Nice pass and finish by Hilnerson. And Berishvili again, just huge. Iceland packing the key. And Berishvili finding himself open. Another three-pointer. This game was just ebbing and flowing. Breathless brilliance from both teams. And then this out of one of the timeouts. And the three-pointer good, but just Iceland falling short, 85-88. Spain still to come. Ukraine beat Netherlands earlier. And Iceland losing out to Georgia here in Reykjavik. Here's the Group L updated table with Spain and Italy still to play. Georgia now third, Iceland fourth. Both on 4 and 3, but with Georgia with the head-to-head. They will meet again in February. Ukraine and Netherlands at the bottom. Well, as we catch our breath at the end of this amazing matchup, Georgia in the end survive, but Iceland gave them everything they could handle behind. 22 points from Hilnerson and 19 points also for Fredriksson, but Georgia with Tonike Shengalia leading the way, too strong.